Welcome. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we are delighted that you have welcomed us into your home. We certainly would love to hear from you. So today, we want to hear your comments from our viewers. If you're watching, it's a live broadcast. It's Monday. Give us a jingle at 1-800-221-9460. If you are calling and you are outside North America, you can reach us at area code 205-271-2980. And you can always send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com, and check us out on Facebook. Well, our set is decorated so beautiful because this is the week of Thanksgiving. But right after Thanksgiving, and a way to prepare our hearts is, what do you love most about the Advent season? So that was the question that we put out there. And today, here we are, and we're certainly praying for everyone in Waukesha about the tragedy that happened there. Just awful, praying for all the children, for the people that have died, for the people who are having surgery right now, for the families. Apparently there were 3 families that had multiple children that were injured, and the ages went from age 3 all the way up to 18 that were taken to Children's Hospital there in Wisconsin.
So we are united with you,
Yes.
right? Everybody here at EWTN, our entire nation, I'm sure it's spreading throughout the world. Such evil to take place and so suddenly. And so our hearts are with everyone there, George. Just as you said, people are praying here at EWTN for that precious city, for everybody that's been traumatized, injured, and we're united with you at this time.
Yes, and so being that this is Thanksgiving week, here in Alabama, we had a lot of football. And we have a big game coming up in our state this Saturday.
Alabama-Auburn.
The Alabama-Auburn game. But before that happened, our grandson, Nate, who is our oldest grandson boy, and he is the son of Rebecca and Nathan, one of our twin daughters, and they made it to round 3 in the state playoffs in Division 6A. And so, for the past couple of Mondays, I've been coming here, and I have a sore throat, and my voice is rather hoarse, because on Friday night, I am like a screaming Nona. And this week, we went into overtime. The game, the tie score, we were tie score at 44-44. I don't even know how that happened. I was so in the game, screaming and yelling, and it was just, I said, I need to watch the game over so I could enjoy the game and find out exactly how we lost, how that happened.
And we played an undefeated team. They were really outstanding, played them in their home field. We weren't supposed to win the game, but like you said, 44-44, went into overtime. We had the first attempt at scoring. We didn't do it. They did score. But this is sports at its best. In high school, and these kids, both sides played so hard, so well, left everything out there on the field. And so we're just so very proud of Nathan and his mother and father.
His mother, his parents, and the whole family.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole family got involved. And my daughter Anna came down, and our sons, they watch it on TV. They have a special app where they can watch it. And so we're just so proud for all the beautiful disciplines that young boys learn on the football field, that take them out through life and carry them through life. And we know our sons played sports, and our daughters played sports, and it's a great sacrifice that they make, but it's life skills. And we're really glad that our children got to play in all those sports, and we love the people that they came out to be.
So our question of the day is about Advent. So we're in Thanksgiving week here, but next Sunday is the season of Advent.
Yes.
The coming of the Lord. What is it that you love about this season, about the message of the season, or maybe some of the key characters or saints in this season, or maybe it's the various devotions, maybe it's the color purple and what that means. So we want to hear from you. Give us a call, 1-800-221-9460. Isn't it wonderful to be a Christian? Isn't it grand to be a Catholic? Let's prepare for the coming of the Lord. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, remember that today we're taking your comments and questions on our show. So if you're watching at home, you know that today is live. We are live right here, 1-800-221-9460. Please give us a jingle if you're outside North America at 205-271-2980. And you can always send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@EWTN.com, and check us out on Facebook. So the question, because we are here, this is the week of Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for, and we're going to do that on our later shows that we have this week coming up for it. But today the question is this: what do you love most about the season of Advent? And there's so many things to love about the season of Advent.
What do you love about the season?
One of the things I love about this, and especially if you go to the stores and you're watching TV and all the commercials, like, you can forget about Thanksgiving like it hasn't even happened. We are in Christmas. No, we're not. No, we're not. And so I love that the church tells me how I need to center myself, how I need to focus myself. And it's so beautiful, because you really have to, you can walk into some stores if you're out there shopping, or even if you're staying home watching TV, you can get a little anxious about, and they're telling you how many days till Christmas and all this kind of stuff. It's like, no. The church will tell me I am preparing for Christmas. And then we go into the beautiful Christmas season. Yeah. And that's the beauty that I love. It centers me. And I don't know about you, but I need to be centered. And so that's what I love. What do you love?
Well, I was going to share that, but I'm just going to hold off because we have Denise Bossert with us, Catholic convert, author, speaker, author of Gifts of the Visitation. We had her on our show to speak about that book. Gifts of the Visitation. That's something to ponder. What are the gifts of the visitation? Published by Ave Maria Press. So, Denise, are you there?
I am. Hello, Joy, Jim. It's so great to be with you.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you back again. And so we're just kind of sharing about what do we love about the season of Advent, and was wondering about your own reflections on the season that's shortly upon us.
Right. Well, I'm a convert, as you know, and my husband is as well. He was Southern Baptist, and I was Wesleyan, and then in middle school Presbyterian. And for all practical purposes, we didn't have Advent. We kind of followed the trend of the world, which is, back then, you would have Thanksgiving, and then you go right into Christmas. Now you have, as you were saying, Joy, you have Christmas even before you have Thanksgiving. And so it's been, about 17 years for me as a Catholic, and I've learned this wonderful Catholic tradition of waiting in hopeful expectation for the coming of our Lord. Yes. And this, when we do that, when you think about everything you've had to wait for in life, and wait with hopeful expectation, there's kind of a wonder and awe when it unfolds, right? Yes. And I think that in the beauty of the church, we realize that is true. The church has always understood this. The world never has. That when we wait with joyful expectation for our Lord to come, along with the Hebrew people, that 2,000-year wait, along with the Blessed Mother, her 9 months, and then also the church waiting for the second coming of our Lord, that we are filled with wonder and awe. And who doesn't love that? It has this culmination with Christmas Eve Mass. If you're blessed to go to midnight Mass, it is just amazing wonder and awe, and then just transcends into joy, and you come home and you pull out the little infant Jesus, and you put him in the manger if they're separate in your particular nativity set. And that is it for me. That is just, I've learned, when you go into the store, Joy, it's like you're bombarded. You're just bombarded with Christmas and Christmas music. And I've learned that, we can't really escape that because we're in the world, not of the world, but to just walk a little slower, slow my pace a little bit, or let someone else go in line in front of me. That I have a little secret, that maybe others don't know. And my secret is I'm still waiting. I'm in joyful expectation. And I know we can also pull out our Advent wreaths or Jesse trees. People should, do a little research on Jesse trees. Just those things in our families that can help us have that waiting and joyful expectation.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Denise, thank you so much. You've really
Yes.
helped us and our EWTN family to prepare for the comings of the Lord. So thank you so very much. God bless you. May this be the greatest Advent of your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You as well. God bless.
Thank you. It seems like the theme from what she's saying to what you've said is like Advent's like slow down compared to the culture. And this is expectancy about the coming of the Lord for thousands of years, in the Jewish tradition that the Messiah is coming. And it's really interesting that with Advent that we begin with the end. We don't begin where I would think you would begin with the anticipation of the nativity of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Why aren't we starting there? But it always starts with the second coming of the Lord. And so you're starting with the end at the beginning so that, you really know who this is,
right,
who's going to be born. It's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. We just celebrated the Feast of Christ the King, right? That's why we do that. And not only is he just simply this little child here, but he is the Messiah, the first visitation, but the second coming of the Lord. And you read that, gospel reading for the first Sunday of Advent. And it speaks about the signs that are going to take place in the moon and the stars and wars and everything else that's taking place. And it's really a dreadful kind of thing. But Jesus is saying, get to know the signs of the times and get ready to meet this one who's coming, who's the judge of the living and the dead, and his kingdom will have no end. So the anticipation for our Lord's nativity, so wonderful. God with skin, God made poor, God with the face, divinity making history. But then that second coming of the Lord is really different than that first coming, because now he's coming to be the judge.
Yeah, and I love how, the church, there's so many ways where liturgically we get to participate, especially the Advent wreath, right? So in your domestic church, we have the Advent wreath, and you have the candles. We were Episcopalians before. I'm a convert, Jim's a revert. So we raised our children up in that tradition. We had Advent in the Episcopal Church. And so you have the blessing of the Advent candle and the children and the lighting of the candle. And, it kind of like holds you back. But it tempers you. It tempers you to be calm. It teaches you patience and to wait. I mean, of course, all the children are so excited and they're, anxious about many things. But it's so beautiful to take that journey as a family. And we raised our children up in that. Yeah. And now that all the children are gone, we still, as a couple, we have our Advent candle, and we take that journey together. And if you're widowed, I encourage you to still continue to do that, because now you have to prepare your heart. You have to prepare the way for the Lord to come, for you to make a way in your own heart in this new season that you may find yourself in. All of us, everything is changing all the time. Jesus is the same. The church calendar is the same. Those are some constant things that we need to hold on to, and that guide us, because it's kind of like you look out the window and the world has lost its way, and the world is on a crazy train. And we have to jump off that crazy train and say, no, who does my God say that I am? And what does my church teach me about this season? I'm staying in that season, because it is good and true, and it's beautiful.
So we want to hear from you. Just call in now or email us. And Joe, we have a comment here. It says, I love lighting my Advent candles every night and reading Advent reflections. This is from caller on Facebook. And again, in the church's wisdom, Joe, we're in Thanksgiving week, right? So we've been preparing our house, thinking about the meal. I've been working on the grounds on and on, like for a week or more, because we're in anticipation of our 24 family members and guests coming to us. And we want to make sure that everything's right, that it's beautiful, that it's square, and we're preparing. How much more for the coming of Jesus Christ, God with skin, God made poor, God with a face, the nativity that we're waiting for, and then also the second coming of the Lord. Will you be ready when Jesus Christ comes? Will you be ready? Will I be ready for you, Lord, in his second coming, the nativity, or my own health and well-being? Any day could be the day that we're called home to be with the Lord through illness, through evil that just took place there in Wisconsin. Here, these people going to a Christmas parade, and the cars
As innocent as that could be.
cars coming down behind them, wounding, maiming, killing people. You could be doing all the right things, and the rain falls on the good and on the evil. It happens to all
Lord
of us.
have mercy.
Am I ready? I was just going to this place, that place, and then suddenly I had a heart attack, or something evil happened, and here we are. Are you ready, as much as is possible, to see Jesus, that beautiful, merciful one, face to face?
We have Rafi on the phone. Rafi is calling us from New York. Rafi, welcome to At Home with Jim and Joy. Your question or your comment?
Well, thank you very much. Finally, I got you. But whenever I'm looking at you, Jim and Joy, it brings a lot of joy, because it shows me that both of you together, and when you share that with the family and the kids and everything. I'm divorced, but I'm not bitter to see people having a good time and happy and enjoying their life, It's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rafi. That's encouraging. We appreciate that so much. And again, he's affirming the joy of marriage and of family, and that somehow, some way he sees in us and in our family and what we share the Lord. And that's just such a great word for all of us there, especially with all the attacks upon the family. Joy, we just heard recently there was this survey that went out, and the question was asked to people, do you plan on having children? 44% of the people that asked that question said, I do not plan on having children.
44%.
44%. I don't plan on parenting children. This is heart-wrenching, heartbreaking, for whatever reasons people are taking this position, when there's no greater, it's such a great blessing to bring forth life, and we're called to marriage and the family, to procreation, and to bring forth life to the glory of God. And so we're such a witness. I mean, those of you that are married, stay married, go all the way, and encourage your children, encourage your nieces and nephews. Unless they have a vocational call to ministry, or some may have a call to the single life, but we're all married to God. You don't get out of being married and wedded to Almighty God. And for people to see couples, to see people rejoicing in the birth of a child, and we need this more and more and more in our culture, in our society. And this week of Thanksgiving, let's give thanks for babies. Let's give thanks for little children. Let's give thanks for couples that have made that commitment to love one another holistically, sacrificially, and as God wills, to bring forth children.
Yeah, well, that's what Rafi said. He said, he sees how we celebrate life. And that's all that we really can do. I mean, we have been greatly blessed. We are not perfect people. We are working out this thing with fear and trembling. When I tell you that Jim is making me holy, he's making me holy. It's opportunities for us to die to ourselves and to live for the Lord. And still in our marriage, we're married
4 years.
44 years?
I think so. Yeah.
44 years.
44,
That's
44.
right, we are. 44 years. We're still working this out.
Yeah.
And so have faith, have great courage, have great joy, because it's worth it all, I promise you. So here's another comment. I try to spend time in deep reflection on how I've lived my life, especially as it relates to God, who's coming, we're expecting, and other people. And this is from Joseph on
There
Facebook.
you go.
So yeah, so it really, we have to slow things down. He said a beautiful thing. He's waiting, thinking, preparing, right?
He said, how am I living my life?
Right.
Okay, so all of us out there, we should be asking that question, especially in the season of Advent. How am I living my life? As you do it unto the least, you do it unto me.
Yes.
The Nativity tells us that Christ is is yoked with every human being, that in everybody's face is the face of Jesus Christ. How am I responding to you, to my family, to my friends, to my enemies? How am I living? It matters in eternity. We're saved by the grace of God. We can't save ourselves. But it's a relationship. It's an encounter with God, so that when you're baptized, you become born again by water and the Spirit, and well, we are to reciprocate that love. We are to authenticate that love. That's the question for the season about how am I living my life in this life, and how am I preparing
for the next
age to come?
True.
When every mouth is shut and we stand before this beauty, this excellency, this one who's loved us so much on that day. Lord, I want to be ready when you come. So I'm devoting these 4 weeks to prayer, to study, maybe a little bit of fasting in there. And I want to hear the word of the Lord, that I will be face to face with this little infant child who is divine, or this one who's going to come on that day when every mouth will be shut and will be before him. I want to look forward to that. I want to be filled with hope. I don't want to be filled with fear. As far as it's in my power and in my family, we will serve the Lord. I will serve you, Lord. May that be our declaration today as God grants us grace. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. There's plenty more to come. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, before we wrap up today's show, we're going to go to Rome to check in with beautiful Joan Lewis. Now, Joan, what's the latest news from Rome?
Well, greetings, Jim and Joy, from the Eternal City, and what a weekend it was here. And Sunday, of course, was the Feast of Christ the King. And this year, however, for the first time, it marked the diocesan celebration of World Youth Day. And it was exactly 1 year ago, on November 22nd, 2020, that Pope Francis announced the diocesan celebration of World Youth Day would henceforth take place, instead of on Palm Sunday, it would take place on the Solemnity of Christ the King starting this year. And interestingly enough, it was on the Feast of Christ the King in 1984 that St. John Paul summoned young people to a gathering on the International Year of Youth in 1985, in which he announced the birth of World Youth Day. Now, at Mass Sunday morning in the Basilica, the Pope addressed a large number of people, including many, many youth, of course, and he said, he exhorted today's youth to stand upright while everything else is falling apart. Be courageous going against the tide, without shortcuts, without falsehood. You must be sentinels, he said, prepared to see the light in night vision, to be builders among the ruins, to be capable of dreaming. In fact, the Pope thanked young people because in a world that thinks only of present gain, that tends to stifle grand ideals, you have not lost the ability to dream. This helps us as adults, and it helps the church as well. And then after Mass at the Angelus, the Pope did have 2 young people with him at his study window overlooking St. Peter's Square. Now, last but not least, on Sunday, a fascinating first-time event took place just outside of Rome, a friendly soccer match between a Vatican team called Fratelli Tutti and a team from the Zagreb, Croatia-based World Ram Foundation organization. Now, what's been called the Pope's team was composed of Swiss guards, of priests, of Vatican employees. There were 3 migrants on the team. In fact, there was a special Olympian with Down syndrome. And this was also the first time in the 90-year history of Vatican Radio that it broadcast a soccer match. So the Pope, by the way, had received the participants in an audience on Saturday, and the game ended, I suppose this is quite fitting, in a 7-7 tie. Time's up. Back to you.
Joan, thanks so much for that report. And so we're preparing for Advent. And in Advent, we prepare for Christmas. Our Lord Jesus Christ said, be alert, be awake, be vigilant. Don't fall into the drowsiness of this world, overeating the way of the world. May your preparations be beautiful for Thanksgiving week and for the coming season of Advent beginning next Sunday. You're an important part of this family. You're never alone. You're always at home with Jim and with Joy. Bye now.